Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlin and this is Sewn on the Tyne. I'm here today with a slightly different video for you. It's an unboxing video, but it's of something that I haven't done before. So hopefully you will enjoy seeing what I have to show you. In the background you can see the Friday Pattern Company Wilder gown, but as a blouse, and that's actually a Minerva make, so that will be going up on the Minerva blog quite soon. So they provided me with that fabric in return for that blog post. Then I'm wearing the new Tilly and the Buttons pattern, the Billy sweatshirt with the poofy sleeves and the big billowy balloon sleeves. It's the first statement sleeve garment I think I've ever made and worn, so I'm getting used to it. I think I'm loving it, but we shall see. They're growing on me definitely. And this amazing sweatshirt fabric is from the Maker's Merchant. I don't think they've got any left in stock, but it's so lovely. It's really warm actually. It's probably not cold enough to be wearing this today indoors, but I wanted to wear it for the video. It's got fleece on the reverse. It's so lovely and cozy. Right, so I'm going to do an unboxing of the Fabric Godmother sewing subscription box, which is called Dream Wardrobe. I actually haven't purchased this. My mum won a £50 voucher in a competition, a giveaway that Fabric Godmother was running. I actually nominated my mum. I think the giveaway was to nominate somebody that needed a little pick-me-up or something to make them smile. And my mum had booked to go away for a few days with her mum, so my nana, and then they weren't able to do that because England was put back into lockdown. So she was feeling a little bit down and needed a pick-me-up, so I nominated her for the giveaway and she was chosen as one of the winners, which was so lovely. She got a £50 voucher and decided to spend it on the Dream Wardrobe subscription box. So the Dream Wardrobe subscription box is a monthly box of goodies that arrive at your door and provide everything that you need to make a garment. So in that sense, it's very similar to the Guthrie Ghani Sewing Society that I've featured on my channel before, and also I would say the luxury box from Sew Hayley Jane, very similar to that, because you get everything you need to make that garment. You get a pattern, you get fabric, you get maybe some notions, and maybe something a little bit extra as well. I have been tempted by this before. I love Fabric Godmother. Josie, who runs it, has fantastic taste and picks amazing fabrics for her shop. So I have been tempted, and actually last month I was super tempted and sent Josie a message and said, can I ask, would the pattern be breastfeeding friendly? Because the thing about Dream Wardrobe is you have no idea what you're getting. It's a complete surprise. You don't know what the garment is or anything. So I sent her a message and said, would it be breastfeeding friendly, or is there no point in me getting it? And she said that that month's would not have been breastfeeding friendly. And it actually was the Nina Lee Park Lane dress and blouse that was in that box. And the fabric that was with it was a fabric that I already have. So I'm glad that I didn't subscribe. But it's really lovely that I can now see what is in the box because my mum received her box a couple of days ago. So I wanted to show you. A couple of people have messaged me before on Instagram actually and asked me to do a review of the Dream Wardrobe. So I'm really glad I've got the chance to do it. So I'll show you what's in the box this month, and then I'll just talk you through a few of the pointers from the website as well, just in case you're interested in signing up. It arrives like this, so in this lovely white box, and then all of the goodies are inside. So all of the goodies are inside your box there. There's no tissue paper or anything, everything's just in there like that. So the first thing you can see there is a little Christmas postcard, which is cute. So we've got a sewing machine with a reindeer, and I love that the thread spool is on the reindeer's antler. That's really cute. Then I'll talk you through this first, which is sort of the information leaflet that comes with it. So you get this sheet, which is 2 sides of A4, and this talks you through the box. So it says, welcome to your November 2020 Dream Wardrobe. And then there's a little bit of an introduction explaining why Fabric Godmother has chosen this project. So she says that party season's going to be a little bit different this year, and she wants to provide everything you would need for a Zoom party. So people are doing social get-togethers via Zoom on their computers, and that's where you would only see the waist up of an outfit. So that was in Josie's mind when she put this together. She's included a wonderful blouse pattern and not one but two beautiful fabrics to make it with. So the fabrics. Well, actually I'll show you the blouse pattern first because you did get a sneak peek there. So it's the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top, which has taken Instagram by storm. The sewing community has been loving this pattern recently. I haven't made it yet because I was unsure about it being breastfeeding friendly. However, what I'm finding is, because we're just at home all the time, I can just lift up my top and feed Taylor. It doesn't have to be something that clips down from here to, you know, protect my modesty. I'm just at home, so I can do what I want in terms of feeding. So I'd quite happily make a sagebrush top now. I probably will make it at some point. So it's a lovely little blouse pattern with a ruffle across the front. It's got poofy sleeves, and then at the back it ties with a lovely tie detail, which is created by the bias binding that you finish the neckline with, that comes around the back and ties the top. So I love it. It's a beautiful blouse pattern. It's got a really good size range as well, actually. It goes from extra small up to 7X, which is a really wide size range, really inclusive. Right, so then the first fabric Josie has included is a bright floral cotton poplin. So it's this one. It's really gorgeous and bright. It doesn't say how much you get of each of the fabrics, but I assume there's enough there to make whatever size you need to make. So it's got some gorgeous colours in this. I love the lilac especially, but it's just a really lovely bunch of colours to make this design. And with it being a cotton poplin, it'll really give those sleeves the definition and the poof that they need to make a statement. Really love that. I think it's a Rose and Hubble fabric. Yeah, Rose and Hubble is the designer, and there seems to be plenty there. So that will make one beautiful sagebrush top. Then you get a second fabric. Now this doesn't happen every month. I think it's because it's a blouse pattern and the amount of fabric needed for that wouldn't have made up to the price that is charged, because with Dream Wardrobe the same price is charged every month. It's £59. So obviously to make it worth that money, Josie's given you two different options of fabric to use, and this is the second one. It's a Luxe washed satin, and it's got a lovely feel to it. It feels incredible, and it's going to have that sort of party show off effect because it's got that lovely shine and that lovely drape to it. So for that version of the blouse, it will look pretty different to the crisp cotton poplin of the floral fabric. So yeah, this one's going to have more drape. The sleeves are going to be a bit more billowy and soft rather than crisp and puffy. It's beautiful. I love it. It's got just that lovely sheen and shimmer to it. Beautiful. It says has excellent drape and catches the light beautifully. So yes, that's the second one. So then it tells you a bit more about the pattern, and it directs you to check out the hashtag Sagebrush Top over on Instagram to get some inspiration. And then my mum really liked this feature. Josie gives you some pattern hacking ideas. So she suggests you could add long sleeves to yours, and it tells you how to do that. She also says that instead of the tie at the back, you could use a button loop, and she's included buttons that you could use for that. So you get them in a little bag like this. And then there are these lovely diamante sparkly buttons. So she's included 5 of those to embellish your top in however you wish, but adding a button loop closure at the back would be a perfect way to do that. Notions that you don't get in the box that are mentioned are thread, so that's not provided, and also elastic is not provided this time, but it does tell you that you need those things, so I guess you might have those already in your stash or you could buy them. And then you get a gift as well, so as well as the buttons you get a second gift this month, and that is this pack of bespoke labels from Kylie and the Machine. So you get a whole pack, 8 labels, so you can add them into other projects as well. There is also a hashtag for the Dream Wardrobe box, which Josie has included on this letter, and it's hashtag FG Dream Wardrobe. So if you want to go and have a look on Instagram, you could search that hashtag and you could find other people maybe doing unboxings or showing you what they've made with their box. Okay, just a couple of pointers from the website that Fabric Godmother outlines. Obviously, if you receive that box and you don't want to use those fabrics for that pattern, there's no commitment to. You can use the pattern with whatever fabrics you already have. You could use those fabrics for something else, a different project. That's absolutely fine. Obviously, there's nobody forcing you to use those fabric and patterns together. It is a subscription, but there's no commitment in terms of the length of your subscription. You can pause your subscription or cancel it at any time. So you could receive 1 month's box and then decide, I'm going to give it a rest for a couple of months and then I'm going to come back to it. That's fine, no commitment whatsoever. If you already have that pattern, so if you receive that box and you think, I've already got the Sagebrush top, what a waste, what you can do is email Josie, you can arrange to send the pattern back to her, and then your Fabric Godmother account will be credited with the value of that pattern. So then you can purchase a different pattern or whatever you want with that money. If you wanted to sign up for the box, the cut-off date every month is the 7th of the month. The payment's then taken the following day on the 8th, and then your box will be shipped 2 weeks later. And it also just says it's the perfect gift. If you wanted to buy that for somebody else, it would make a really lovely present. So that's the box and that's how it works. I just wanted to sort of compare it a little bit to the Guthrie Ghani boxes that I've received before and the Sew Hayley Jane box. So I mentioned it's probably similar to the luxury Sew Hayley Jane box, which is £65 a month, in that you get a pattern and you get the fabric to make that pattern and you don't know what you're going to get. It's a complete surprise. With the Sew Hayley Jane box, you get the fat quarters, which you don't get with the Dream Wardrobe box, and you get the thread as well, which doesn't come with this box. You also get a couple of other gifts with the Sew Hayley Jane box, but as you saw with the Fabric Godmother box, you get some gifts with this, so you got labels and buttons this time, so they're similar in that sense. The Guthrie Ghani subscription box is, well, it's not a subscription, you can dip in and out, you can buy it 1 month, never buy it again. But with that, you always know what you're going to get. So the pattern and the fabric choices are released and then you decide whether you go ahead and buy it or not. So that is good in that it takes away that element of surprise or disappointment if you're not happy with what you get. With Guthrie Ghani, you know exactly what you're going to get. All of the contents of the box are outlined for you. But I know that some people really like that element of surprise and maybe being pushed out of their comfort zone. So that would be a reason to go for the Dream Wardrobe box. One thing that changed recently with the Guthrie Ghani boxes is that the patterns are no longer the paper patterns. So you would no longer get the actual printed paper pattern like this. You now get the A0 sheets and the PDF files emailed to you. So you get the sheets in your box, but then you get the instructions emailed out to you, and then you can print them if you want at home. I use PDF patterns a lot. I'm really happy using them. But if I'm treating myself to something like this, I quite like the treat of having the paper pattern. It just feels a little bit more special. So for that reason, it does really tempt me towards the Dream Wardrobe box. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing what is inside the box this month. Obviously, this is just November's box. Every month will be different, but I absolutely love that box. I would have been so happy with it. I don't have that pattern. I love both of the fabrics. I love that they're both very different and will give you different looks. But like I said, that won't happen every month. I'm sure some months it'll just be a pattern with one fabric. But I really like the look of it so far and I will be tempted. Not at the moment. I think I'll wait till I'm back at work because I'm on statutory maternity pay, which doesn't allow me to treat myself to things like that. But I'm sure I will in the future. And I'm sure that some of you might be tempted to sign up as well. It doesn't actually say on the Dream Wardrobe page on the website, but I assume that Fabric Godmother posts worldwide. I'm sure she does for all of the fabric and things that you can buy from her shop, so I'm sure that the Dream Wardrobe will also be available to be shipped worldwide as well, but you just have to check that out with Josie. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, I hope you've enjoyed having a little look inside this month's box. It is not my box, it's my mum's box, and she is really happy with it. The floral is pushing her out of her comfort zone quite a lot. It's not her usual style, and she admitted that, and she actually said she was tempted to just give that fabric to me to use. But I think she should make it herself because she might just surprise herself and love the result. If you want to see how my mum got on with making those garments, you have to follow her over on Instagram, and I'll leave her Instagram handle down below, but it's at Lions Made with Love, and you can see how she gets on making them. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe if you don't already and hit the bell to find out when my next video will be up. And if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of the box. Do you subscribe to it already? Are you tempted to subscribe to it? Is it your thing? You know, maybe subscription boxes aren't for you. You know, please just let me know your thoughts down below, and I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to go and take this jumper off now because it is super hot. It's so fleecy and warm. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy sewing. Bye. It's a Luxe. So the Dream Wardrobe. So the Dream Wardrobe subscription. It's really hard to say.